see exactly what we got here. I think we've already rolled for some priority. This is game 3 of day 1 of the Invitational. Let's see who we have. I know we have Jeremy on one side, who we actually interviewed earlier from the Jeremy off. And let's see. Take your hand and come with me. Once again, the Longshanks, if you do. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Greg. So it looks like we are
Mutilus.
What's that?
Mutilus is the others. So it looks like Jeremy is running a Cabal.
Or Guardians.
Cool. Oh, we could go Guardians. Yeah, interesting. But looking at Longshanks, his roster is Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Angela, Mystique, Baron Zemo, Malekith, Bullseye, and Hulk. Pretty almost split right down the middle, and then Hulk is in there. This is Jeremy Geoffrey?
Brandon is starting with priority.
Geoffrey?
Brandon? All right, so Brandon has priority. Mutilus.
All right, and then his tactics: Crew the Milano, Deadly Duo, Eyes on the Prize, Deception, Recalibration Matrix, Brace for Impact, Midnight Phantasmagoria, Advanced R&D, Dark Rain, and Fall Back.
Fall back. You can blame it all on me.
And then Mutilus is running Brotherhood with Magneto, of course, Juggernaut, Modok, Rogue, Mystique, Quicksilver, Gambit, Hood, Baron Zemo, and Toad. Started reading his first name at the same time. Totemer. Toadby. All right, so almost mono Brotherhood. Oh, we got our Crises here already.
So it does look like we are going to be at 19 threat, running demons downtown and research station attacked.
Oh, researcher.
I love researcher.
Let me guess these are my sunglasses. Yeah.
Probably. All demons. Demons.
Elizabeth is jealous of my sunglasses. She's trying to call me a loser.
How could
People
you see
only
it?
say that when they're jealous.
That's true. That's what everyone says.
But Mutilus' tactics cards. You got Indomitable, Brace for Impact, Asteroid M, the Books of Truth, Magnetic Refraction, Deception. Do you know who I am? Can I borrow that? A.I.M Lackeys and Dark Past. You know, we haven't seen the Books of Truth much. We see Brotherhood a lot, but not that card.
Actually, very legitimately, yeah.
That's interesting. I hope to see that in this game.
This is the first game.
Definitely the first game that I've seen. I hope to see him on the squad.
All right, so we don't. Do we have a good idea? I think we have Brotherhood solo faction, right? Can Brandon run anything other than that?
Yes.
All right.
It will certainly be Brotherhood, but it's not sure which variety. At 19, I'm going to guess Brotherhood of Mutants. Or, I think that's what his is called.
I'm thinking about, or my guesstimation here would be that we're probably going to see some Guardians maybe from Jeremy. But you never know.
I always forget. His is called From the Ruins. Oh, thanks, Greg. Greg just beat me to it every time.
All right, so
I'm going to guess at that threat level, we'll definitely see Magneto here.
Yeah.
Yep. With these crises, yeah.
19 threat, the world's your oyster.
It really is.
The oyster is a world to you.
So Taylor was just saying that at 19 threat, the world is really your oyster. And I am inclined to agree.
Double E map is Magneto's dream.
Absolutely.
Double E.
All right, so guys, this is going to be the final game of the day. We are going to see the remaining 16 drop to 8 after this round.
That's wild.
Started with 64, down to 30. Down to 32. After this, there will be 16 remaining invited, qualified folks at Frontline Gaming's Las Vegas Open for MCP. Culmination.
Wait.
What?
There's 16 left now.
Right. That's what I meant. Once again, just joking. Was I reading the wrong article? You know I was.
Hey, Greg's there with it again.
Yeah, there's 16 now. You know? At the end of this game, there still might be 16 until the results are reported, maybe? It's a stretch.
Well, 16 ties. Now we gotta move on.
All right, so knowing you're going up against Brotherhood, what are you thinking here? Do you bring out that Mally? Do you go Guardians with Malekith? Do you go Guardians with Hulk? Do you run just straight Guardians?
Yeah, I like Guardians with Malekith here because Brotherhood can really put out the pain. So you counter that with Malekith a bit.
Yeah.
Throw winging it tokens on Malekith.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the dude needs is more consistency.
Right?
Alrighty.
All right, we got Guardians here. We got our squad. We've got Star-Lord, Gamora, Angela, and Malekith. That sounds like a real fighty force there. Oof.
It really does.
That sounds kind of gross. That is a lot of attack dice.
Yeah, it really is. What do we got for tactics cards?
For tactics cards, we've got Brace for Impact, Fall Back, Crew of the Milano, Midnight Phantasmagoria, and Advanced R&D. Every time I read Fall Back, I can't help but hear it in Morph's voice from the first episode of the X-Men cartoon. Wolverine, fall back! Okay.
What's up?
Our eye in the sky is leaking.
Uh-oh.
It's so dry in the desert, his nose has decided to not hold on to that blood anymore. I give these.
Yep.
And then
So
for
he's going to Jeremy on that?
Brotherhood, ooh, okay, interesting. We got Magneto, Mystique, so he could still go either way with that, Juggernaut, and Modok.
All right.
Talk about another offensive list. For his tactic cards, we've got Magnetic Refraction, Deception, A.I.M Lackeys, Do You Know Who I Am? And Brace for Impact. Really surprised to not see an Asteroid M in there.
Brace and A.I.M Lackeys. I am good.
Very cool. But Magnetic Refraction is a super strong card. Deception could spell disaster for something like Malekith, potentially. Pull him out of position and just gang up on him.
Absolutely. Okay.
Angela will eat Modok fair.
Yeah.
And Modok with that really bad physical defense. But counting wilds as blanks can make a big difference.
It really can. All right. So we do have Brandon with priority for the Brotherhood. So he will be making the first deployment. Well, okay, honor is intact. We do have a handshake.
Handshake.
And the clock is going to start.
So we got everybody's trying to break into this Hydra facility this time.
It's an awesome mat, too. Ryan Farmer from Strike Better is the one that designed it and ended up working with Frontline Gaming to get it into the store. It's not up yet, but it will be. Don't worry.
Very cool.
Okay, so we're going to see Magneto down first, followed by a Malekith.
Oh, they're going
Jeremy,
fast.
Juggernaut, they're above Magneto.
It does make measuring real quick having that deployment line on there because almost everybody just goes toes in. We listen from the infamous podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, 80 Sloshby.
We have Modok down at the bottom, Star-Lord above Malekith.
What's the secure? I forgot.
Demons.
Oh, yeah, Demons downtown. And what's the other one?
Researcher.
Researcher.
So double secures down the center line. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah. This is definitely a King of the Hill kind of match.
100%. All right, so we do have Mystique at the bottom there under, Modok as well. Gamora and Angela, they're above Malekith with Star-Lord. Blood for the Blood God.
For real.
Galaxy for the Galaxy Gods. Brandon on the left, that is correct. Brandon, Brotherhood, Guardians, Jeremy.
Good try.
Okay, so
And Brandon had priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Angela, Malekith, and Star-Lord have the winging it tokens. Makes sense. Give it to your people with more range in the first round. I'm sure we'll see that on Gamora later on.
Correct, Amundus.
There'll be a quick game with these two Crisis cards. Very well could be.
All right,
you
so
could see not many models quickly.
So we got that first metal construct going out.
Looks like he's got a piece of car.
I like that.
Or maybe a bit of Sentinel.
It is on the AMG base too, as well, with the metal construct inside. It's like wrapped around that.
Yeah, I think it's a car wrapped around the thing. That's really cool looking. Gives it much more presence on the table.
100%. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be starting out with the Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Moving on up. Is he going to be able to tap that to destroy it?
I think that was just a move.
Oh, yeah, he needs to do the move first to get the power. So, yep, so he'll gain that 2 power. He'll spend 3.
Now he's doing it right away. Or he moved to gain the power. Now he's pushing himself. Smash that thing so someone else gets a power. Measuring to be just within 1 of that. With this particular setup, Malekith can no longer ferocity turn 1. So, unless he gets attacked before then, but very unlikely. Like chat here saying it could be a long game because it's low scoring threat crises, but also there might not be a lot of models very quickly.
Yes.
So expect a lot of time attacking this game with so few objectives. Malekith player has R&D, right?
Yes.
He does have advanced R&D.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so Jeremy, the Guardians player, has Brace, Fallback, Midnight, Phantasmagoria, Crew of the Milano, and Advanced R&D. Looks like he is measuring for potentially some Angela. Maybe not.
Measuring out for... Who's moving up to that line? That's a 4 range, so...
We've practiced this game. This should be a good one. All right, I like to hear that. Good to see you, P9 Games.
P9 Games.
Some say dry another play the games.
Star-Lord is activating, moving up, it looks like.
There we go. There's Star-Lord.
Wants to stay within 2 of Angela. Why? I can't remember. What's Angela got going on?
I don't know. All right, so we got a shot on Juggernaut. Looks like he is blocking. Wow, what a great block.
Oh, to block deception. Oh, that okay. Never mind. It's not about being close to Angela. It's about being near a teammate.
All right, so he's going to pay 1 to reduce that. So Juggernaut just took 2 at the end.
How much did Juggernaut suffer?
None.
He knows
because he spent nothing. Nice. Literally all the information was there. We just were too stupid to realize it. No, that was actually really good.
Yeah, Danny's taking over as Eye in the Sky right now.
Yeah, it was super wild. Ben Lulka actually came over, punched Taylor in the face. He's just gushing blood out of his nose right now. All right, so Mystique is activating, moving up in front of Juggernaut. That was great placement to deny that deception.
Yeah, that's really, I never think to do that. I'm always like, oh, you got me with it. I forgot again.
All right, Angela is going to activate.
Up. She's got some good movement and range.
Okay, so she's going to be using advanced R&D here to give some power to Gamora and Malekith. Advanced R&D for Malekith right now actually pretty needed to make sure that he can get off that frenzy turn 1. And now Mystique in range 1 of that terrain for cover as well. Listen, this is going to be one of those high skill games. So Angela moving up at that first long move.
Wow, she's so fast. I always forget how far she can go with that medium base and long move. 6 dice into Mystique. Too close for cover.
All right, so 2, 3 successes there.
No damage.
Gonna completely whiff.
It's 2 whiffs in a row here from either side.
Danny, who is the Brotherhood's leader? Is it Mystique or Magneto?
Who are these 2 people? We have Brandon, also known as Mutilus, and Jeremy.
Jeremy Geoffrey, who we interviewed earlier.
Jeremy Baramy.
From the Jeremy Off. Do you want to look up what table this would be if people wanted to check this out for the Longshanks?
Tables. The first one, I guess. The first one listed for
I'll
this
go all
bracket.
the way down to the actual round, and they'll tell you what table it is under round 3.
Oh. Table
So
1.
It is table 1.
Right.
So, guys, this is table 1 for round 3 on the Longshanks. You can always hit ! Longshanks if you would like that link. You can also do any of those commands.
First game today, when you kept saying that it was table 10, I assume you just counted down how many it was.
No.
So BPOXY, it's not, basically all the tables are top tables. This is a single elimination bracket for this tournament today. A bit different than what we're used to seeing, but people seem to be enjoying it.
So we did have Magneto move up.
You win or you're out.
There
then
towards
play
his
something else.
construct. Is it magnetic refraction?
Magnetic refraction. Getting
Beautiful.
cover all over the place.
So that's going to give everyone within range 3 cover from attacks.
So Mitch, this does carry over into tomorrow. This is the last game for today. Rounds 4 and 5 will be tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right, so that's going to be a long move from Gamora.
Ah, she's so fast. Look at her, right up there.
Spending
Well,
2
Assassin's Leap, I think.
into Mystique for a collision. Let's see what Mystique can block here.
Ouch. Could hurt. It is 3 damage.
Oh, wow.
Mystique's
She's
blocked
blocking 2 so far. She's going to
Blocks
block
2.
just taking 1.
Now, Builder into Mystique. Yes, these will be on YouTube. We'll get them up as quick as we can.
All right, so this is a Godslayer into Mystique. Mystique is blocking nothing. She will be cutting blanks here due to Martial Artist.
Only 1, though, so it looks like she's blocking 1.
So she's only going to be taking 1, potentially?
I think I heard 2.
Oh, with cover.
That's
All right.
advanced cover even if you're within...
Yeah, it
that
does.
close?
It's
Okay.
awesome. Dude, there's a
Okay.
bunch of metal in the way.
All right.
Danny is actually doing a very incredible job right now letting us know what's going on. So if you thought we got our crap together, we didn't. It's just Danny's telling us what's going on. Take the ear off. You can hear a lot better. Oh, don't crush it. You go to your boxer?
What?
Cauliflower ear? Never mind.
Who's crushing what? Let's just fold it over a little bit.
All right, so this is a Brotherhood attack.
Looks like we're getting Modok. Oh, is he throwing? No, he can't be throwing something already. Oh, he might have some power from... Oh, we had one thing destroyed. I don't think he's got enough power to throw something yet, but... Gamora might be getting some Mind Blast.
Okay. Who is this attack onto?
I think Gamora's only in range, right?
Must be.
Oh, it was
Okay.
on Gamora. Okay. Did she take anything from that?
Did she take any damage?
Oh, she took 2. Okay.
Okay.
A little something.
Absolutely.
And that'll give him some power to potentially do something else here. Maybe bow to the will of Modok, someone out of place.
Correct. Some throws, some bros, some hoes. You never knows.
He does have an incredible throw where he can throw things long
Yeah.
with that super powerful mind. He does have a really big brain. Modok!
Danny, thank you so much.
Taylor's back. He fixed the leak. Oh, right. Malekith hasn't gone yet.
correct. So that R&D giving him enough powers to be able to ferocity in.
Ooh, that's
Who's he
scary.
attacking?
Move first, then ferocity.
Moved up, now he's ferocitying.
Oh,
Who's
so
he
he's
going after?
really
Going after
leaping
Mystique
around.
here, you think?
I said he's really leaping around. He moved first and then his ferocity.
Yeah.
He might be going after
Right
Juggernaut.
in the
Chuck a
middle.
Juggernaut into a Mystique, maybe?
He's just saying, you're not allowed to see the rest of this. He's just covering up the violence with his wings.
Yeah.
Doesn't want us to see what's happening here.
This is not for your eyes.
I'm going to guess into Mystique.
Wow.
She's the,
Three judge calls in a row.
I see 4 hands up at least. So yeah, I'm gonna guess in the Mystique she's the squishiest here, but I don't know.
I think it goes into.
We've been censored.
I think it goes into Juggernaut.
Yeah.
He's already gone. He might have priority next round. He can get 2 attacks into Juggernaut.
Going into Juggernaut.
There
It
we
is in the
go.
Juggernaut. Well, because this is the last activation, isn't it?
It is, and what's going to happen is Ferocity has a throw after it, so he's going to be able to throw Juggernaut into somebody as well.
Jugs.
Look at that, too. No defensive successes. 2, 4, 6 on the attack. It's going to take 5.
Whoa.
And here's the throw.
I'm gonna throw into Magneto. Yikes.
Into. Let's see.
Where's he go? Oh, just look. Oh, he might just be throwing him away.
Off the point, early points.
Jugs is going for a ride.
I want to take you for a ride.
Stop it.
Yeah, it could just be away.
I mean, I don't know. But
I don't know, 5 damage into
throwing a
Mystique.
huge dude like
Mystique.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so trying to measure it
Nice.
precisely to hit Mystique, but also be off of the point.
Why not both?
Exactly, Tommy Doom. I'm glad you got what we're going for there. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Measure, making sure he's not on the point, but clipping Mystique. Oof, that's 5
This is gonna
damage
be
into
devastating
Mystique.
here.
She already took a little bit from Gamora, right? Oh no, just debating on brace. 5 automatic damage. Oh, he's picking up dice.
She's
No,
going to
he's
take
not
it.
bracing it. She
And,
blocks
all right,
one. She blocks
She's
one.
going to take 4. Juggernaut's going to take an additional 1 unless he nice punches it.
Ooh, I think Mystique's got 1 left.
Nice punch.
Okay.
Nice
So-
punches to not take that 1 damage.
I'm surprised he didn't nice punch on the attack. I'm sure he did. Maybe just didn't get that info, but
Maybe he didn't have the power
that could be.
because he moved and then pushed himself.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Ouch.
She was a shape changer key, but no one knew.
At the end of the round, 1 to 4 Guardians.
1 to 4 Guardians.
Guardians.
Ooh. Yeah, that last activation Malekith play hurt, so I feel like. What do you go with first now if you're Brotherhood? Mystique or Juggernaut?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, and then
He
just
does 5 damage on him. You know what I mean?
he's
Like,
only got 3 left. Go after Gamora's taking a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Daze her before she goes. Or do you try to go into Malekith? He doesn't. He's a little squishier than he used to be. Not a lot, but something.
she was carrying a senator. Who are the players this round? We have Brandon from the Infamous podcast, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the left, playing Brotherhood, and then we have Jeremy and Geoffrey playing Guardians on the right.
Mystique flips.
Oh, she was dazed. Oh, I missed that. Okay, Mystique flips.
Oh, you're right. You're right, champ.
Yeah, why did not brace? I'm not sure. I mean, he probably figures it'll happen again. He's definitely going to be able to ferocity another time and probably throw Juggernaut specifically into somebody else.
What a devastating first round.
Yeah, that was kind of brutal. We got a ton of Incinerate now because of the demons breathing fire in everybody. We've got it on Star-Lord, Angela, Malekith. I believe Modok will be as well. I can't see the token, but I'm pretty sure he's getting incinerated.
Yeah.
That'll make him a really tempting target for anybody with physical attacks.
100%.
1 die. Like, yeah, he's got 10 health and turns wilds to blanks right now, but still 1 die.
Once again, massive shout out to Frontline Gaming, supplying the mats, getting us here. All these mats available
this
as well.
Massive event.
Supporting MCP. We love to see it. We doubled last year's LVO for MCP. I want to see that continue. Link is down below.
They're already talking about expanding it for next year.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. All right, we're doing some measuring here. We're placing a metal construct.
Mitch does love terrain. Mitch, is this a second account? Sorry, just got back. Who is playing right now? Okay, so on the left, playing Brotherhood, we have Brandon from the Infamous podcast, as well as Jeremy Geoffrey on the right side, playing Guardians with Malekith.
Angela Malekith, Gamora with winging it.
Oh, Angela Malekith Gamora with winging it this time.
How is Tim commenting here when he's got to be on deck guiding Maverick in safe?
What? Is that a Top Gun reference?
It is, because of these sweet glasses.
Oh.
Tim, who is playing again? We have Brandon from the Infamous podcast here on the left playing Brotherhood, and on the right we have Jeremy Geoffrey playing Guardians of the Galaxy. If you guys want some cool Wait, Did I Roll a Wild or PCN merch, guess what? There's a panel right down below where you can scroll through it all. Hats, shirts, and more available to you.
Woo! All right, Brotherhood is ready to go here right after our power phase. One last measurement.
Throwing size 3 into Malekith.
Throwing that big old thing into Malekith from, looks like we're starting with, I'm not sure who we're starting with here. That could be Modok, that could be Juggernaut, that could be Magneto. Any of them could be throwing that piece of terrain.
Taylor, who's throwing it?
Magneto.
Magneto's throwing it. Okay, so I like that. Start with Magneto. He's got a lot of activate. He can do quite a bit on his activation.
And then a couple reverse polarities that close, re-rolling everything could be pretty devastating.
Get enough to throw more terrain,
wow,
too.
What a defense roll. Blocking 5.
Did he even roll the attack?
Jeremy holds his hands up. It was the dodge roll.
Oh, that was the dodge. Okay.
Jeremy even holding up his hands being like, hey, man.
A reverse polarity here's got 2 crits. That's okay. So we got 3 blanks he can re-roll because we're nice and close, I think.
Malekith probably popping off, making both of those skulls crits. Yep, I do see 2 power leaving. He's making change for a 3.
Pay for the skulls.
100%. So that's going to be 3 crits on Malekith's side, too.
Yikes.
You know what I mean? This is what we keep seeing is spikes on both ends. Okay, well, he didn't spend extra ahead of time, so he's not going to be able to count those other skulls.
Magneto then last modifies his dice, does 2 damage. That's 2 more power, though.
He did block 4 of it.
2 more power.
Yeah, he needed power to potentially throw something again. You know, throw another construct or something into Malekith.
I hate playing against this guy. His dice be doing this.
His dice do be doing this, that's for sure.
That's true.
I'm assuming we're going to see another reverse polarity here.
That
Toast says you can't pay extra anymore. They ruled against that.
Oh, gotcha.
It must be in the rules form. I think I missed that one, but I don't usually pay Malekith, so.
I think that ended up happening with the change to Malekith. It was probably also in that entry, would be my guess.
Brandon is absolutely wearing a Hawaiian shirt. It's got pretty flowers on it and everything, and then he's got like a Kansas City Chiefs bucket hat.
I actually really like it. I like that like red-gray camo actually quite a bit. So I actually debated today whether I was going to wear my Hawaiian shirt today or tomorrow.
We forgot Incinerate. We're going to re-roll that attack.
Oh, forgot Incinerate, re-rolling the attack. That's a huge difference.
What a massive difference there.
And just the roll, going from a whole bunch to, no, we got 1 defense. I think I heard 5 is going through now. We have 6 successes on the attack.
That's rough.
Incinerate's easy one to miss if you're not, especially when you're rolling, just going. Having that token there can get missed, but that is a big, big change. So Malekith is down half. And that is a ton of power for Magneto.
Yeah, for real.
Going from 2 power to 5.
Yep.
So he's definitely throwing something else.
Size 2 on Malekith.
a size 2 piece. I don't think it was one of the constructs, but something else. So Malekith taking 3 damage, spreading out a couple power on the team. Let's see if his dice do be doing it again.
He's going to block just one of it.
Only one.
Yeah.
So he... Oh, he can pay for that on defense, on dodge rolls too? All right, so it looks like no damage.
Yep.
Well, the nice thing about taking 5 damage is that you got a good amount of power to do stuff with. Magneto is not done yet, though. He could do that same thing at reverse polarity and throw something again.
Nope. Lord Greg, no. Incinerate does not affect dodges.
You know, we've had a lot of discussions about that over the last year or so.
Mitch, enjoy the dinner, man.
Anything good?
I hope so.
For dinner?
Oh, yes. There she is. Thank you, honey. Oh, wow. It's been a hot minute. Taylor stretch.
Oh, I cracked my neck a little bit, too.
Oh. There we go.
Nope, that's not mine. This one's mine.
She's getting me caffeine, too. And empanadas.
Ooh, empanadas are yummy.
What's that? What was that?
Reverse polarity again.
All right. Here's the second one. Ooh, we spiking hard here.
Where's the mouse here? I think we missed it.
We get a bunch of rerolls. This is into Malekith. He's only blocking 1. He's taking 3 so far with 4 hits there, blocking 1. You can convert one of those, so that'll be 4 going through on Malekith.
Oof. IACEQ. Thanks. Appreciate that. The table cam, I think it has to be zoomed in just a little bit, and that tends to reduce the quality a tiny bit.
It does.
Malekith's down to 1.
Wow.
And we still potentially have another throw.
Cliff jumper, thank you.
You did a couple more damage there. You can definitely throw a construct. Oh! Oh, that's so good. So he played Do You Know Who I Am for Juggernaut to throw Malekith into Angela, but he braced there. No damage. But now throwing the last construct does the last damage. Malekith is dazed.
Wow.
What a first activation. We were talking, do you go with Juggernaut or Mystique? And Brandon's like, Magneto? And he'll do everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Magnetic refraction.
And guess what?
And then top it off with a magnetic refraction, because why not?
Because guess what? We got more cover now.
I can't believe he just did that. 10 damage to Malekith.
Magneto started that round with 3 power. He did all of it.
Magneto started that round with 3 powers, what Taylor just told us. And
Sheltog says Magneto's such a Chad.
Did all of that.
That was one of the most impressive activations I've seen at LVO so far. There have been a couple really good ones. That one's up there. Just being able to attack and get... the fact that he can throw multiple times, and then to play Do You Know Who I Am to suss out that brace for impact, to follow up with one more size 2 throw.
Well, and that was the thing, too, was... So he has Mystique on the table, and if you use Do You Know Who I Am on Mystique's activation, you can't brace against it. So I was a little surprised to see Do You Know Who I Am here, not on Mystique's activation.
Right. I think it was the right call, though.
Yeah.
Like, to daze... and for him to lose a whole round with Malekith, and now he's got a huge target on him. He only has 8 on his injured side. Like, Magneto could easily do that again next round.
So, and I mean, that's the thing, too, is he did take out the Malekith activation, but he's still got Angela, still got Gamora. He's got a bunch of soft people over there as targets on the Brotherhood side.
Or like, Half Dazed just says, Mag's wearing a tiger fur cape now. He still has a ton of offensive potential there.
We got a Gamora builder and a Juggernaut.
Gamora is a building in, what is that, Godslayer? Is that her builder? Into Jugs?
Yes, yep.
Juggernaut rolls 1 defense, but Gamora doesn't do much better on offense.
Nothing.
No damage.
Nothing after a nice punch.
Nice punch down to 0.
Yep, nice punches it, so he takes no damage.
So Jeremy asking what the range size is on Modok's builder. That Psionic Bolt is range 4.
4, yeah.
This is where Magneto is the best 6.
I mean, so like Taylor's just letting us know this is why Magneto is the best 6. Obviously, there's a lot of Brotherhood players out here. And by the way, only one X-Men player left. It is just Simon.
We're going to do it again.
Wow.
Okay, so blocking 2 here. Huh. That's a wash.
No damage
Nothing.
again. Wow. You got one really good hit on Juggernaut, and he's like, nope, no more.
Man, the turns really did tide here.
Assassin leap into Mystique.
All right,
And
so
then
now,
Assassin leaping into Mystique again. You might.
I mean, Brace is gone. Simon is the last great hope for the cult. Shame we couldn't get him on stream for the game.
Never mind, she runs away from Juggernaut instead. Unfortunate activation for Gamora. All right, now that you're taking down Malekith, will you going with Juggernaut since he's hurt?
Great question.
Jugs is down to 3. Yeah, we knew that. You think you go Jugs into Angela here, try to daze her before she goes?
What's that?
So do you think you go with Juggernaut here into Angela and try to daze her before she goes? I mean, it's tall order for one activation, but Juggernaut, I mean, if anybody knew, it's probably Juggernaut.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She doesn't have rerolls. I guess she has wing it tokens.
She does have 4 defense across the board, making her a little tough to crack,
Yeah.
but
And you can't move past her, right?
you can't place your movement tool over her base, right?
So it looks like he's measuring for some range 1 stuff. And what are we going to see there?
Not sure if he's just moving to get some power, measuring, make sure he's within 1 of that objective. And then I'm assuming we're going to strike into... Oh, he might be striking Star-Lord, I think he just pointed at. Going for the leader, hiding in the back.
I don't think that's a bad call, honestly.
He's incinerated.
Yeah.
I like that. I think he's got 2 defense here. If that's what the play is.
Yeah, an incinerated Star-Lord is really somewhat of a sitting Starduck.
Striking Star-Lord.
Yep, striking the Star-Lord. We got, 8 dice here?
All right, he did scoop. Forgot the incinerate. Rolled 2. Double skulls. That's what you get for forgetting. But guess what? A single hit. A single hit.
8 dice and he did 1 damage. Wow.
Listen.
I was going to say sink or swim. Feast or famine here for Brotherhood.
All right, Art Watch
Is a
23.
ruckus.
I do like that.
Juggernaut is done. Unfortunate activation for him as well.
To be fair, you can't be mad at that after a Magneto activation.
Magneto got 3 activations worth out of his 1 activation.
100%.
So. The dice do giveth, and the dice do taketh away. Angela's building into Mystique. This will probably daze. Oh no, she's already flipped. Ooh,
Oh, you'd think.
she's in trouble.
You'd think. Winging it
Not with
token.
that roll, though.
There you go.
Mystique's blocking 1. Winging it converts 1. So Mystique takes 2. Oh, 1 from cover from magnetic refraction.
Yep.
It's funny that it seems like most of our attacks are pillow fisted, except when they pop off.
Yeah.
Like Malekith's attacking the Juggernaut round 1, and then Magneto's whole activation. But everything else has been like, nah, 1 or none.
Correct. Well, and just what an incredible turn 1, right, from Jeremy. Getting in there, doing a heavy damage to Juggernaut, dazing Mystique, and then this turn just not getting any momentum, having the Malekith activation completely removed.
We're going to swing a Juggernaut this time.
Now attacking Juggernaut instead.
All right, Angela into Jugs. Once again, a lot of blanks, but actually pretty decent roll. Showing 4, but showing 3 crits.
Oh, the one was a blink, got knocked
gotcha.
into a crit. He does have 2 crits though, so blocking 2. There's always a nice punch, of course.
So he could be taking a minimum of 1 here.
Nice punch down to 0.
Nice punch down to 0.
Oh, because of cover.
That magnetic refraction is doing work.
It really is.
Almost every attack, it's
What a
getting rid of
champ.
another damage.
What a
It's
champ that
crazy.
Magneto is. And yeah, magnetic refraction on a super condensed setup like this. Ooh,
No, Art is winning his game right now. I mean, they're round 2, but still 4-1 there. That's kind of
it's
funny.
Art versus Sooner. Wow, that is a matchup I would have loved to have seen.
They're also 4-1 Guardians over Brotherhood after round 1. That's really funny.
Sooner's a great player. Art also another great player. Hope to see at least one of those guys.
Espionage into Angela against Sun.
Oh, we're doing
Espionage.
Spender here. Espionage is one of the few spenders that's absolutely worth it. Stunning before damage is dealt. So no matter what, Angela can't gain more than 1 power here.
Especially when you only end up blocking 1 here.
Yeah. I see a bunch of wilds. So Angela takes 3, but only gains 1 power.
Oof. Oof. All right.
I feel like Mystique doesn't have a lot to spend her power on anyway, other than blowing up terrain.
Seems like the Guardians
Literally
are getting
the thing she can spend power on.
kind of mutilated here.
We do it again.
Another espionage? Interesting. And she's already stunned. I'm surprised he's not just going with a bunch of rapid fires. But
More dice. While she's incinerated, get as much dice out there as you can.
yeah, I can guess if you don't get the rapid fire, it's a lot worse. But it looked like 1 damage went through there. But that leaves Angela open to being dazed by Modok pretty easily.
It also means Angela's going to... Oh, no, she already activated.
Yeah, she already gone.
Gotcha. So all we have left is... do we have Star-Lord
I
left?
think Star-Lord has not... I don't think Star-Lord's gone this round.
Gamora has.
Angela has
just
6 health
Star-Lord.
on this side, so she's got to be hurting. I think it's just Star-Lord and Modok left.
Started shooting into Mystique.
Star-Lord shooting Mystique. Bunch of blanks. Ooh.
But no attack successes.
blank.
He can re-roll all of these with Plucky Attitude.
Because he didn't roll a hit, right?
Yep.
Looks like that's what
There
he's
we
doing.
go.
Yep. Especially getting the extra die from that crit.
And it doesn't change.
Oh, he does less. Oh, no, same amount.
Yeah.
So 1 damage into Mystique. Oh, cover makes it no damage.
Magnetic Refraction, man.
I thought that was within 3 of Magneto.
Okay, so now we have a full auto.
Maybe there's another piece of terrain that's giving her cover.
All right, so we have a
That's
couple
better.
wilds. Wow, and 2
Ooh.
crits and no successful defenses. That's 3 wilds. If she's not dazed or KO'd from this. Yep, and she is
She is KO'd.
KO.
Oh, I was looking at Gamora thinking that was Mystique. Never mind. She was definitely within range 3 of Magneto.
Yeah.
But she's gone. Ouch. Yeah, that was a good time to spike. Getting rid of Mystique will be helpful. Brotherhood is lucky that she's already gone.
That might keep him in it, honestly, because it was looking pretty dour for Jeremy.
I don't think right now. I don't think Brotherhood has anybody on that. Well, Juggernaut might be in within 1 of it. And Malekith's days, so it's Juggernaut and Angela on the middle point. Oh no, Angela moved. She's way up there. Never mind.
Psionic blast into Angela.
Psionic blasting Angela.
Gonna try to take her down.
You're gonna get blasted psionically.
That's 3. He's showing
bad.
2 blocks. Actually, pretty good for Angela here.
No saps.
Wow.
Modok.
Okay. All right, just 1. Second verse is going to be the same as the first. This time with 3
3
crits to start out,
crits.
but 2 blocks to start out. So minimum of 1 here, maximum
Another block.
of 4. So that means
But he's gonna spend
2.
a bunch to re-roll.
He doesn't need to here because that will in fact daze.
Oh wow.
Angela.
Angela's days 2?
Yep.
So we got Star-Lord's already... No, did Star-Lord flip? What do I think he flipped?
He didn't
No, Juggernaut just punched him.
and didn't do much.
Right.
So this is going to have Guardians with priority in the next round. Malekith going to be popping off, potentially
bet.
dazing a Juggernaut or more.
5 to 5.
Oh, he can't
5
reroll Angela. That's right, because of her ribbons.
to
Good call.
5.
Good call.
Not round 5. This will be round 3 that we're going into. 5
All tied up?
to 5. We've seen this a lot today, and that is something to kind of expect, right? Between some very high level play here at the Las Vegas Open, Frontline Gaming's big conglomerate qualifying invitational.
Yeah. I was going to say something witty and important, then I forgot it.
Nice.
I think the fact that we've seen so many tied rounds as we go through just shows how well done this game is.
Correct.
Especially when you have such good players constantly really showing off that it doesn't... You just need that one little difference to flip it, and we saw that with Brotherhood this round. Getting that crazy activation against Malekith was able to tie it up.
The researcher is like a centimeter out of the research station. Just down.
Oh.
So he's almost there.
Lizam, right above Malekith's left wing is Angela, and then just above Angela is like a pylon little terrain piece that makes her look a little weird from this angle.
And I do understand that this is a pretty condensed fight, but if we zoom in anymore, it gets blurry as biscuits.
Yeah.
Angela, Malekith, and Star-Lord with the winging at tokens.
All right, Angela, Star-Lord, and Malekith with the winging at tokens.
Surprised he's not giving it to Gamora, but all right.
I don't hate that. Those are all pretty high targets for attacks this round.
For sure.
And here's the other huge news with Jeremy with priority. That is going to mean there will not be magnetic refraction on this first activation.
Placing another construct right in front of Magneto. I think to give them a little protection of some people moving in too close.
That Magneto sandwich.
Nice.
Yep. Magneto making himself the cream in the middle of those metallic constructs.
Look like a weird tripod or something. It just happens to be the angle where it looks like that piece is coming right out of Angela's head.
Right.
Do you think...
Yes. Actually, no, most of the time.
You don't think that he's going to go with Malekith first?
Oh, well, yeah.
I would be terrified of a repeat activation from Magneto if Malekith doesn't go first.
Well, here's the thing. Or do you go big balls to the walls with an Angela? Make sure she gets an activation before being killed.
Honestly, I feel like Magneto repeating that activation is not entirely likely, but Brace is gone.
Yeah.
He still has a few things around to throw, mostly his constructs, but still, 3 damage is 3 damage. And his reverse polarity attacks are so good.
All right, P9 Game saying he's really hoping for that big old Jeremy dice spike here. You love to see it.
I hate Angela moving up and surprise attacking Modok back there.
Hey guys, what's happening? Hey Ravensguard.
Hey guys, oh my God, what's happening over here?
This is the 3rd round of the LVO Invitational.
And Malekith is just a slight smidge easier to take down with only 8 stamina on this side compared to 10 on his healthy.
Jeremy is my son. I am proud of him. Aww. Hunt.ghost. I love that. All right, so we are getting that Malekith activation first. Jeremy's dad, I hope this turn works out for him. He's going to Ferocity. That's going to get him a move and then a big old Blade of Midnight.
Not going to move.
Okay.
Not bothering with the move portion of it. Who's he attacking?
Into Juggernaut.
Into Juggernaut.
Yeah, you said try to daze him.
Take the boy down. Oh, boy. 2 crits.
Juggernaut blocking nothing. He's only got 3 left.
I love the very careful roll there. So that's 2, 4, 5.
Oh, it's definitely enough. Yep.
He is now dazed.
Too much for Nice Punch to matter there. So that does daze Juggernaut right away. But the throw is after damage, I do believe. So you don't get to throw Juggernaut again. Can you imagine if it was before damage?
That would be we're doing a Butcher of Thors
Into Modok.
onto Modok.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
All right, we're starting off pretty strong. So we're showing 2, 4, 5 with a crit. Modok only showing 1 or a 0 actually right now.
10 dice. Oof. Any wilds in that roll?
There is a wild. There's also a crit and a skull. So he's going to pay for the skull. Going to roll 2 crits off it. Going to convert 1.
So we could give him bleed, shock, slow, or stun here. I'm going to guess bleed or shock probably.
Shock. All right, Modok paying for the reroll and getting it.
Mitigate that a little bit. That
so it's going to be
brutal.
Looks
attack.
like 5 damage and maybe a shot.
So he takes 5. Ooh, again, half health gone.
Butcher of Thors applies Yeah, so yeah, I think it would be a shock here.
I think in this case, yeah, because you know that he's going to be going on the offensive.
Was there a special condition there, Taylor? Special condition from Butcher of Thors? He had a wild. Did he apply shock or anything?
Modok got rid of the wild.
Oh, right. Modok ignores the
gotcha.
wild, turns it into a blank. Forgot about that.
All right.
On that place within 1 as well. Ah, he's
Good
right
call.
there.
Good call. Yep. That's what he's there for.
That's a really good move now because it makes it much harder to throw those constructs into Malekith.
I just got to say, Haunt.Ghost, it is so awesome that you are here supporting your son playing at the LVO Invitational. That support could, in fact, do it for him, too. You never know.
It seemed to work out for that activation.
Jeremy is your brother. Brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate, and I'm proud of him, too.
Twice removed. All right, are we going with Magneto here?
Refraction.
Getting that
Okay, so this is
refraction back up.
on Modok's activation. We'll get that cover back up. And
He's
looks
gonna
like
bow.
he's going to bow.
I like that to get him back to where Magneto can throw terrain at him easier.
And
When
have
it
him
gets
within
back
range
to him.
2 to be able to re-roll all those dice on those.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah.
And then you just mind blast him a few times.
Yep.
Doomsday chair.
Doomsday chair.
Doomsday chair.
Oh, we'd like to see that.
Whirling blades.
Oh, looks like this isn't going to do much of anything, potentially. Converting nothing.
I see 2 successes, 3 successes.
He did spend for the crit. It's going to be nothing.
Whoa, oh, there's a skull over there. Wow.
With.
I should be able to do this into Angela then within 2 of the target character.
We're playing fallback.
Oh, and then falling back.
Okay.
Get out of dodge. It's definitely not within 2 of Magneto anymore.
All right, so with fallback here, if he's no longer within range of the Doomsday chair, does that mean it doesn't go off on Gamora?
Because after the attacker is resolved, I'm not. So if. I'll have to look up the exact wording on fallback because if that's also after the attack is resolved, Doomsday chair would trigger first.
Okay. Trim confirms. Great.
What am I looking at? Oh, fallback.
Before damage is dealt on fallback. So yeah, it would ruin the follow-up attack.
Yeah, that does interrupt it a bit.
Well done. Great play from Jeremy.
Fallback's really good.
All right, but let's be very fair. Mutilus is certainly not out of this. A very fresh Magneto. Magnetic Refraction is up. He does still have another attack here with Modok.
He could just Mind Bolt into Psionic Blast into Angela anyway.
Yeah.
Or maybe
And
Malekith.
that's
Into
exactly what's
Angela,
happening. All right, 2 crits. No defenses. It's going to be 3. You could spend for rerolls here.
Still no wilds to sap. Haven't seen him do a single one of those yet. See, he's trying to think. He's just thinking about re-rolling any or saving power for a throw, maybe.
Yeah, Nick, just in general, we really wish you were here as well.
Agreed.
We miss you.
Looks
Okay,
like
that's going to
3
be
going
3.
through.
So that'll bring
Angela's
us.
got to be really close.
Well, she just flipped.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh.
From the size 2 terrain into Angela.
Oh, I can see her card is red. Yeah. All right, throwing some terrain into Angela now with that long throw.
Just blocking 1, so that means
2
she's going to take
going
2. Stacking up on Angela.
Hey, Dano paints. I don't know. We advertise it a bit.
Yeah, we're always in the MCP groups on Facebook. We stream multiple MCP stuff every single week, as well as a bunch of conventions and large tournaments.
I forgot just how good Modok's throw is.
Heaven's Wrath into Modok. That's a big boy.
Says no more of that.
He's blocking
down.
nothing, and he's going to be doing 3, 5, 6.
That's a dazed Modok. Get a pretty good activation there before he got dazed. But Modok is a chump after he flips. He's got 4 stamina on his injured side. No longer turning wilds to blanks.
Yep.
He becomes a punching bag.
But yeah, so if you are just joining us, if you haven't been here before, we cover a lot of MCP events and more. We have a podcast called Wait, Did I Roll a Wild, which we stream live here every Thursday night. And some live battle reports every Monday night on, oh yeah, the Power Phase.
All right, I kind of just assumed with that many successes it was going to be good, but with cover, he's on 1. I keep forgetting about the Wild not being a success there. But yeah, he's at 1. Hey, thanks, Cliffjumper6. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Cliffjumper. All right, same amount of successes on the defense there. Being at 1, looks like he is in fact dazed.
But it did have to take another action. Also, thanks Dano Paints for following and in here. Guardians are putting the hurt on this round. We got left Magneto. Is that it?
Yes.
And he still has Gamora and Star-Lord.
Oh yeah, because Juggernaut got dazed. Mystique is gone. Yep.
Angela, I'm not sure what's this movement from? Oh, she did that Heaven's Wrath, right? So.
Yep. But the Wild was turned off for the cleave.
She Angelic Assassin's up. Nobody's in range. She's done.
Okay, so she does use Angelic Assassin here. There is not someone in range to be able to use that Xiphos, but it does get her closer to a target.
Getting
and
that
is
dodge.
going to have
he passed.
Mutilus into he's going to pass.
I'm going to see if anybody gets any closer for Magneto, because with his short movement, he's kind of out of range of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Star-Lord's getting a heck away from Juggernaut.
Star-Lord said, I don't want to anywhere near that fist anymore. They're just staying outside of 2, but within 1 of the researcher, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. That's what he needs, because he's going to be sending the researcher back to the other side at least a little bit, hopefully, this round. Though Magneto still has to go.
Yeah. Elemental Raccoon Modok survived the first attack, but then Angela just did it again and got rid of that last stamina that he had for their second action.
Yep.
I don't think, yeah, it looks like Star-Lord is probably just dancing there for a minute, because he doesn't have anybody within range to shoot.
Correct.
So it looks like Magneto is moving. Taking a little measurement here.
So I don't disagree there, Trim, to walk up and then hit and run, but I think he was pretty certain. I mean, even just being able to maybe apply a shock or something as well to make sure that he's rolling a little bit less dice, or force him to perform a shake.
Maybe he didn't have the power for, or didn't want to give Magneto more power by doing some damage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so we're going to throw a construct at Angela. Angela's going to block just one of them.
Yeah, there's a very real possibility of KOing. Never mind, he did KO Angela. That was only one action there, I believe, to move and then a throw, so he could still throw a reverse polarity into Malekith, potentially.
So it looks like he is going
so
to
he's just moving again? I didn't think he threw down an activation.
Okay.
I wonder why he moved right up next to Malekith.
So I believe that's going to end round 3.
Yeah, because the priority is sticking with Guardians, it looks like. I'm not really sure why he moved right next to Malekith there, instead of like moving on to an objective or something. Curious.
So that is going to have So they're totaling it up now as we go into round 4. Or does he still have Gamora left? Or we not?
Pretty sure Gamora went, didn't she? Maybe not. Okay. All right, never mind. That makes I thought Gamora gone, so I thought Guardians had priority next round. So I was like, well, moving Magneto over there, Malekith can just move away. But
are there any cards left to play? Yes, there are.
A bunch, I think.
A.I.M Lackeys and probably another magnetic refraction.
But knowing the Guardians that Brotherhood will have priority, that makes perfect sense. Getting right up close, so then next round Magneto can just unload into Malekith.
I believe Guardian still has Midnight Phantasmagoria and Crew.
Looks like we're moving up and attacking Magneto.
Godslayer.
Fantastic 6-die attack on a 4 threat.
Force projection.
Okay.
Thinking about force projection.
That would get his defense dice up to 6 against physical. It'd be 6 on 6. Granted, some damage might go through, but I mean, Magneto's unhurt for the most part.
I don't know if he's taken any damage.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The good call, Elemental Raccoon puts him within range of that other big piece of terrain. Probably a 3. I'm not. Maybe a 4.
It's all going to go through. He's going to take 3, 2 after cover. Nice.
Magnetic refraction, so good.
It really is. That's why the boy's a beast.
Magneto's got a lot of health, doesn't he?
Gonna assassin leap down.
He's got 6. Oh, goes up to 8 when he's
Modok.
injured. That's what it is.
Ooh. Are we? Okay, she is done here. So that will end it for round 3.
Assassin's Leap not into anybody. Okay, just getting some movement out of it. Yeah, Magneto. I think we're going to see Magneto go first here and KO Malekith. Has he been hurt on his injured side yet?
Malekith?
A little bit, right?
I think. I can't remember.
8-5. Has Malekith taken any damage on his injured side? No, he hasn't yet. I don't think so. Okay. Trim is making his call of the day that whoever wins is going to do it by tabling. At this rate, most characters are injured at this point.
Yep.
Walrus of Doom, I've seen your name in the list of people, and I love that name so much.
Walrus on the floor report.
Doom.
Art is leading against Sooner right now, currently in round 4. Did Magneto die? No, Magneto's barely been touched.
Yeah, Magneto's taken like 2.
3. Oh, yes, it was 2 after
like
the cover.
That. Yeah, yep. he's quite okay. And Brotherhood has priority here, so Magneto should be doing a whole bunch. Looks like we're placing a construct next to Modok. Yeah, I agree. Toast. Mal goes down, and then Brotherhood will probably lose Modok. So do you go with Modok first? Still to do 8 damage on Malekith is not the easiest. He's got great defenses.
Yeah, if he doesn't take down Malekith, then yes, Modok is gone.
Even if he does take down Malekith, Gamora could take out Modok, no problem. He's got 4 stamina.
Fit Ret in this game, we have Brandon Mutilus from the Infamous Podcast, and we also have Jeremy Geoffrey. Also, Jeremy's dad, am I saying the last name correctly? Is it Geoffrey or is it Geoffrey?
Modok for Malekith? Yeah, I agree. I think that's a fair trade as well. A.I.M Lackeying Magneto. I don't remember what that does.
I believe it gets a short movement.
I'm going to look it up quick. I'm sure chat will beat me to it anyway.
On their activation. Oh, I am saying it right. Hell yeah. All right, and then we're going to throw
into Malekith.
Yeah, so they just make
into
a move
Malekith.
action.
On their turn. They get an extra move action.
Yep. In this case, Magneto, it's 3.
4 going through on Malekith.
Ooh,
yeah, when you need to get 8.
There.
Guess what? He's living on a prayer.
Yikes.
Reverse polarity into Malekith.
Reverse polarity here.
All right, so we...
Whoa, all
okay.
those blanks.
He only's got to pay for 1 here. He did pay for the 2. Got it.
But he can re-roll all this with reverse polarity, converting 3.
All right,
looks like nothing. One going. Oh, nothing going through.
Because of the skull, he
accounts it. Okay.
He paid for both of them.
Try again.
Second verse might be different than the first.
He's got a Malekith's blocking 2, probably 3. And he's only getting 3.
Only 1 getting through so far.
Rerolling 2 of them with reverse polarity, getting 1 more, so it looks like 1 will go through. 2, okay.
Because the skull was rolled off the crit.
Oh, okay.
For Malekith.
So he's down to 2. He gives a little more power to Magneto.
He's got enough to throw
a construct at him.
So it's going to be against 3 damage.
He's got 2 left, I believe, if my math is correct. And he blocks 2 of the 3. Takes 1 more.
He's going to pay to have that count as a crit. He's fine.
All right. Looks like he's still got 2 on Malekith.
Magnetic Refraction goes up as well. And then he's going to get his extra move
with A.I.M Lackeys.
It's the Modok move.
To get away.
Didn't quite do it. Getting him down to 2 just gave him 6 power.
He really needed that to pop off to really confirm this. But now Malekith is going to be a very fearsome kitty, potentially taking down. I would be surprised if we don't see a KO'd Modok here after the ferocity, potentially being thrown into a Magneto if he doesn't.
Be shocked if Modok doesn't KO here. Although you could only do the sword thing, right?
On the frenzy. All right, so Modok is blocking energy, 2 here. It's not. That's 2, 4, 5. He can spend for the crit. Looks like he's going to roll 2 extra. Well, does he need it? He's currently doing 2, 4. If he spends for the crit, it's done. Well, he does have a wild. He has 3 wilds that the Modok could turn off here. He has to spend for that and hope to.
And Modok doesn't do that on his flip side.
Oh, gotcha. So with the Pierce, it does seem like Modok is gone.
I think that's a gone Modok.
He paid for it anyway, just to confirm. But looks like it didn't matter.
Modok goes down.
Yep, by Modok. We hardly knew ye. Actually, he did quite well.
Yeah, and to be fair, when you spell Modok backwards, it starts out with KO, Dom.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
All right, and that's just 1 action so far.
Yeah, that was a brutal first action.
With Modok and Mystique off the table, it's just Magneto and Jugs, the power couple. Who does he go after? Butcher Thor's on Mags. He did 3 last time. Does he have the power? Probably. He just did a ton. Ooh, Phantasmagoria. Heal himself up a little bit.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
It's going to push Magneto backwards. And that will heal him up for 1. Okay. Might be missing it somewhere on the screen, but who is playing? So we have Brandon Mutilus from the infamous podcast as Brotherhood on the left, and Jeremy Geoffrey playing Guardians of the Galaxy on the right. This is table 1 on Longshanks. Using ! Longshanks will get you that link, and you can see exactly who they are in their rosters.
Oh no, Spankish is back.
Just ripping and scare the comp. Like,
saying that we need more screencasting here.
Right. So that's the thing, is we are about maybe 6 feet away from the players. If we shoutcasted or screencasted, we would be heavily affecting the game being played.
We try to stay out of it as much as possible unless there's an egregious rule error or forgetting something that needs to happen.
All right, Juggernaut is going to move. He's full up.
And push himself, do a damage to Malekith. Looks like he should be able to finish him off here. Malekith did heal 1, so I believe he has 3 left. But with a push, doing the 1 auto damage, he should be able to do 2 more with a...
Juggernaut into Gamora.
Here we go.
Oh, and a Gamora. Oh, I'm the Juggernaut's the one that gives him the push afterwards.
Oh, that's kind of a whiff. Showing only 2. Gamora's blocking 3.
Yeesh. All of a sudden,
3 and
Brotherhood's
3.
dice are ice cold.
She blocks it. Oh, he takes 2.
Because she did roll 5 there, so Juggernaut taking 2 damage back on his own activation.
No. That's brutal.
Very good work, Jeremy. Nice punch it down to 1. That is disappointing.
Brutes Magoots. Juggernaut has been generally disappointing for Brotherhood this game.
Yeah,
He's just not doing what he usually does. Nice. All right, on his injured side, he gets that throw. So Chuck Gamora at Malekith.
Malekith is only going to be blocking 1 so far, but he has 2 crits here. He's going to spend for him 2 as well. Blocking 1 more, blocking 3. Nothing.
All right, Spank is totally joking around. You ask a lot of great questions. We'd love to see you here.
All right, so that's going to end Juggernaut's turn. What a letdown, really.
Now, let's make it so the scenario we are playing here, we've got Researcher and Demons downtown. So one of them is going to be applying Incinerate to people that are holding it. The other one is kind of like an escort mission, King of the Hill, holding a Researcher, trying to get him back to his research station on your side.
So remember, after the game, we will interview, hopefully, both of these players. We saw Jeremy earlier today.
Pronounced like Geoffrey. Really close.
What's that?
Said it's pronounced like Geoffrey.
Yeah. Photocopier.
Hey, thanks, Photocopier.
Love that name.
Yeah, Walrus will Doom totally agree. Outside that hot Magneto activation, Brandon's dice have just been not good.
That's correct. Dom. Okay. Dom is the Dom when you spell Modok backwards after the KO.
It's a double move with the
All right.
It's on the Researcher.
It's French. It's Cote Pierre.
I like that.
That's really good. All right.
All right, so what do we have here? You still got Starlord left as well, right?
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Savage. Savage Sean.
75, helping us stay alive.
Or is it like Savage from Clone Wars?
Oh.
Savage Sean.
Or that barbecue place near us that one time.
Sauvage.
Sauvage.
Starlord just backs up.
Star-Lord's like, nope.
Hanging around down the street. Be the same old Star-Lord we had last week. So that is going to end round 4.
And Brotherhood's in a rough spot here. He does have priority again, so he should be able to take down Malekith this time, but I feel like he's already done enough.
Yes.
6 to 12 Guardians.
6 to 12 Guardians.
I didn't realize Brotherhood only scored 1 point that round.
Savage Sean, thank you so much. That is super. That's very nice to hear. What was it? 11 to 6?
Now you get. I think it was
6 to 12.
I think it was 12.
Okay. Oh, and yeah, just once again to shout out to Alyssa, who's been giving tableside coverage of other games. Taylor, who's been giving us all the information from this game. Danny, Dan, Lindsay, and Elizabeth, who have been getting us everything that we need, as well as posting constantly to all the social media stuff. So if you were looking at maybe some of the painting competitions or the contestants, other tables and games from around the convention, facebook.com/professional casual. There's a link right down below. There's a place where you can find all of that great goodness, as well as a whole bunch more in the Nerdum field.
And we'll be back tomorrow
For the final
top 8.
finals. All right, so a little bit of conversation here happening to see exactly what's going to be popping off.
So Brotherhood will be up first here. We don't have a lot of models left, as we kind of predicted.
Yep.
Looks like 2 on Brotherhood, 3 on Guardians, but won't be that many on Guardians for long.
How about Alyssa dominating with Inhumans yesterday?
She did get her Inhumans win. She was very excited.
She got 2. She went 2-0.
She got 2?
2-0
Nice.
with
I didn't hear about
Inhumans.
the second one.
So, I mean, very legitimately, that might have her at best Inhumans affiliated. Potentially.
Nice. Well, thanks, Savage. That's awesome. Appreciate that. We put a lot of time and effort into this, so.
For sure.
Juggernaut and a Malekith.
I'm the Juggernaut! And the Malekith, so we got a whole bunch of dices.
Only blocking 1 so far. Uh-oh, Malekith. Guess what? That is 2, 4, 6, 7. That doesn't look good.
That should be a dazed kitty.
That should be a KO'd kitty.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's the one.
He is gone.
They removed from the table, kitty.
Malekith is off the table.
Kitty, go bye-bye.
And there's Juggernaut.
But that's the thing. Malekith being off the table is huge and absolutely necessary for the Brotherhood win here.
So
is there enough points even available to do it?
Because he's got, well, yeah, Guardian's not scoring 4 this round. So we're definitely going to the round 6.
Unless we see a table.
Almost certainly, but I don't see that happening.
Well, because there's still healthy characters out there. I guess technically you're right. It can't, but I don't want to put us in that box. It might be Colin. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Savage Sean as well.
It might be Colin. What a great name.
It really is.
It might be Colin, or it might be Colin.
He might be great. He might be Colin. He might also just be Colin.
Gamora's injured. I think everybody but Magneto's injured at this point, but I don't know. Actually, no. I can see Gamora's card right there. It is still blue, so she is not injured yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Neither is Mags.
And Magneto's still pretty good. Yeah, Magneto could do a lot of work this round potentially. I think he's okay on power.
Yep.
They're both fairly close to him. Does he throw long too?
Magneto?
Or medium?
I would assume it's long, but I don't know.
Let's see if I can bring up the information before chat tells us.
Maybe game right now is staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
So Jeremy's goal here is in fact survival.
His throw is long.
Yeah.
I don't know if I beat him or not. I turned and the answer was there.
It was close. It was close.
Within seconds. I had to turn my tablet back on, so it took a moment longer. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff to throw there. Reverse polarity is not within range for a reroll. What does he get if he's farther away? Push, that's right. Push doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, he wants those rerolls.
Your Brotherhood just needs to do damage at this point. But with Gamora not dazed yet, really makes that difficult for him.
And it looks like she's going to be trying to take down a Juggernaut.
Oh, just move, huh?
Huh.
Gamora just moves to the other side of Juggernaut.
I like that, though, because that makes it pretty much impossible for Magneto to take them both down this round.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to KO, he has to daze Gamora this round.
Yep. And Juggernaut is, in fact, injured. So
so she's got that point.
Yep.
But same thing over here. If Magneto moves over to that one, he's healthy. I believe Star-Lord's not.
Right, but if he moves off that Researcher.
Is Researcher still right in the middle?
Yeah, because it's been kind of going back and forth.
So he'll probably have to move. I don't know. I think he just put the tool down. I'm not sure if he's within long range of Star-Lord.
So,
but
yes.
if he can move and then humchuck a couple things at him.
Spankish, the way the game ends is whoever has the most points at the end of round 6 or the first 16. If both players reach more than 16 in the same round, it's whoever has higher.
Throwing the size 4 building into Star.
All right, so Star-Lord currently taking 3 from that size 5 building or 4 building. Oof. And that's off the table.
That hurts. Reverse polarity, I heard.
This will be a pushing polarity, showing 3.
It's not a made push, so he does have to push him away. Oh, there's a little piece of terrain right there anyway.
Yep.
To push him right into that little pylon thing. He's not going far at all.
Winging a token doesn't convert.
Yeah, Tim, you want to put a little circle around where the Researcher is? Some people are a little confused about exactly where it is.
He's dazed.
And that is going to be a dazed.
Oh, he was healthy too? I definitely thought Star-Lord had flipped. Oh, that changes things.
Yeah, he took some damage in an early round, but hasn't been touched since. Because Juggernaut whiffed on him real hard.
Oh, like a bunch of times. Wow, okay, so yeah, he is dazed now.
So Researcher is, I believe...
7-15.
All right. So going into round 6, it is 7-13. This is kind of exactly what you want to see out of the last game of the day.
Yeah, a nice close one with potential, well, I guess not that close, but potential comeback here. Star-Lord dazing does give priority back to Brotherhood, or Guardians, though. Gamora could kind of pop off and take out Juggernaut.
So we will put a circle around the Researcher here. Crew of the Milano popping off right now. Let's see.
A little smiley face for the Researcher.
It's a little smiley face, just so you know exactly what it is.
The only one more could have benefited from it this game anyway, so the fact he's doing it so late, not like a major disadvantage.
Is that just a token there? No figure? Yes. So the Researcher is an objective. I mean, okay. Great call. Star-Lord just moving away. Effectively, I don't know if there is a path to victory here.
Yeah, because Gamora's still healthy, so he can only daze her this round. He could KO Star-Lord, but...
He did nudge a little to gain power.
Okay.
He did move first, so we should be able to...
Okay, so I see a lot of skulls, but we're showing 2, 3 total successes there. Oh my gosh, she's going to do it again. She's going to do damage back to Juggernaut.
Oh, what?
And that is going to be game.
He knows he can't do it at this point. That's too bad for Brotherhood, but well played by Jeremy. A couple of moves that I didn't totally understand at first that paid off.
For sure. Well, and just that being able, that martial prowess or whatever it is that Gamora has, firing off twice against a Juggernaut. Who would have guessed that?
Right? Yeah, this Juggernaut. We've seen a couple of games, I guess. Another game we saw where Hulk just couldn't punch anybody for anything, but this time it was Juggernaut. He just didn't do what Juggernaut's supposed to do at all. He really let Brandon down there. Just dice, right? That's why we rolled the dice.
Correct.
Brotherhood had that amazing activation by Magneto. Kind of not much else. Like, yeah, he's down to only 2 characters left, but they're both... Yeah, that's too bad.
That's a shame. So it does sound like Art is out as well.
Yeah, he was ahead last we heard, and then his opponent must have really come back and taken him out.
So the official final score for that is 10-14. All right. So,
whew, that was wild.
Yeah, for real. So, guys, that's going to be the final game of the day, but we're not done yet.
But
not only are there 3 games tomorrow, not only are we going to be going over the painting competition with Tyson, we will also be interviewing significantly more people, including the 2 gents that just finished this game. There are 3 rounds left. There's 8 players left total, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll cut from 8 to 4 to 2, and then it will be done.
8 to 4 to 2 to the winner.
To the winner.
I don't think there's any other... looking at Longshanks, doesn't seem to be any other games are left. Nathan Stickney did defeat Arthur. And then, of course, we have Jeremy triumphing over Mutilus. But nothing else is done yet. Let's see what that... what is that? Semifinals bracket will look like? Yes.
So that means Mandalorian Orange and Vincent are still going. Jeremy and Mutilus just finished up, so we know that one. Ben is still in it, looks like, as is Parker and Reef. Captain BDMA.
Oh, yeah, listen, can we get a Ben update? And people are asking for a Chewie update as well.
Yes.
Because Chewie's up against Aaron Franklin.
Correct.
Because I saw Aaron England.
He got
bumped out round 2. Against Mutilus.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was the bracket there.
Where can rosters for the competitors be seen? Longshanks. If you type in !Longshanks, you will get all of the information, who won when, who was matched up, who came out victorious, as well as what they were running, what crises they had, and what tactics cards they were using. Beautiful. Thank you, Savage. All right.
Alyssa said, looks like it might be Chewie 8, opponent 12. She's not sure because she can't tell based on the tokens on their scoring board, but it is round 4 for them. Has Parker with A-Force been on stream? No. We did have A-Force yesterday with Alyssa, who's our boots on the ground now, but she was playing yesterday, and we got to see her A-Force the very first game.
Absolutely. Oof. Oof, oof. Dan, you want to do some interviews, man?
Sure.
Absolutely. Beautiful. So I'll be right back, and I think we'll be having one of these gents coming on here very shortly.
Hear a little bit about the player's perspective for this game as we were watching it from a little bit afar and hear how they felt. Looks like I might be having Brandon come over first. Cool. Hello.
Hello. Do I put these on?
You can, yeah. You don't have to. You just hear me.
I'll look really silly if I'm wearing it over.
Squish your hat down. Now it just looks like a cap, though.
You got it. You got it. There we go.
Oh, even better. Now it's like Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, yeah. There we go. I can hear stuff now.
So that was a bloodbath.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal.
So where are you at in your headspace after that one?
Oh, pretty good. I had a good day. I actually felt, we talked about it a little bit after the game, we both actually felt pretty confident on the matchup we got, on the missions we got.
Okay.
And so it was all about, the priority turns. I thought I did a really good job of managing the priority back and forth, which is what I was going for mostly. And his strategy was basically ignore Magneto and kill everyone else. And it almost backfired.
Yeah, but, that one activation by Magneto was terrifying. Unfortunately, he couldn't repeat it, but it was just one of the best activations we've seen throughout the time.
I lost track of it in you talk about the first one, right? The Furious one where everything's just going everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually, in my head, thought he had already played Brace, which is why I played You Know Who I Am.
Oh.
I was saving it for after Brace was gone, but we talked about Brace, and then he didn't play it. And so in my head, I was like, oh, he's played Brace, so I'll do this. And so I should have thrown the car first, and then I would have automatically killed him with the other one and done damage to Angela and stuff.
Yeah, that would have been nasty.
Yeah, that was a mistake. And the turn after, when I knew Mystique was going to die and I forgot to play Deception, I planned on it during my activation. I just totally forgot after I did the second attack.
Easy to miss that kind of stuff. Chat's got a good point. I didn't introduce you before you came on. You prefer Brandon or?
My name is Brandon, so if you're talking to me, you call me Brandon. On the internet, I go by Mutilus.
On the internet.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. I have a podcast, Infamous MCP. We also have a battle report channel. We do videos like these. They're not as fancy as these because it's usually just me doing it. Right, so I don't have the manpower to have commentators and fancy lights and everything. We have a very relaxed podcast. All 4 of our members actually made it into the Invitational. So
awesome! Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. We're having a good weekend.
Anybody still standing?
It was me, Aaron, and Parker were all undefeated going into this round.
Okay.
I haven't gotten a chance to talk to them yet. Hopefully they're doing well.
Yeah, we don't have too many other results. Not too many games have finished this round yet.
Okay. Yeah, our game, I imagine, was a bloodbath. I imagine it was pretty quick.
We don't have any others finishing up yet. And that was more or less what we were expecting in terms of half the models were gone by the end of the game, at least. And it was a little higher scoring than I think we were thinking, but it was... Yeah. We definitely thought there was going to be a comeback there. Yeah. You were like that close. It was if Gamora hadn't still been healthy at that point.
I made the call to go for attrition over points in the previous round, and it definitely bit me. I thought I was going to get Malekith dead sooner than I did.
Yes.
And I was going to be able to just dominate the board. and it just didn't happen.
Well, it seemed like your Juggernaut was just tired.
Right.
He just couldn't do anything.
I know. That's just how he always plays for me. I use him as an intimidation tactic. He runs up and acts like he's going to kill somebody, but he never does it.
Just a lot of bluster.
The number of times I've gotten less than 4 hits on my 10-die attack, it's just like so common. It's I don't even count on it anymore. It's just like, I'm really just going for the push. All I really wanted was the push. I didn't get it. I was like,
it's gravy, right?
Yeah, because when I hit Gamora, I was like, oh, well, this is just more efficient than bumping Malekith and then killing Malekith next turn with a bump. So the only reason I did it was that, and then it ended up not even working. I was so mad.
That was really unfortunate how many times he whiffed, but you know, we say that's why he rolled the dice. Chess says nothing stops the Juggernaut except bad dice.
Bad dice stop the Juggernaut.
There's nothing you can do about that. You know?
No, it's what it is. I have an interesting mixed feelings about the dice of the game. I come from War Machine, and so I'm used to a game where you can just basically decide what your dice do, and which is super nice, but it also makes it like super like competitive, but not in like the good ways.
Yes,
it makes it competitive as like anytime anyone ever fails a dice roll in War Machine, they just lose their minds. It's like, I can't believe I lost a dice. And you're like, well, there's probably at least one decision you made this game that affected the outcome. You're like, no, it was just a dice.
So
I didn't roll a 7 on 2d6. They lose their minds. And so it's nice because like you can make a comment like, oh man, the dice kind of failed me here on one decision you made in the game. But like obviously there's a lot more that goes into it.
Yes.
So like I'm actually pretty happy with how my dice worked out in this game because I got Malekith on the early turn. So like the odds of getting good dice on both rounds, even if good is considered average, it's just not that likely. So the way I look at it is I got a win on the early turn, I got a loss on the later turns. That evens out pretty well. And I don't think Juggernaut's dice ever really failed me. Like it was unfortunate, but like it didn't cost me the game. And so I think I actually had a pretty good dice game because I had a lot of good block rolls early in the game that most people probably didn't notice because it was boring. It's like Mystique blocks 2, your turn. Like it was like okay.
There were a lot like the first couple rounds was a lot of just like pillow fisted, nothing like 1 damage, no damage. Juggernaut nice punching it constantly to not really take damage.
He made a lot of 6-die attacks that got 2 hits, so I feel pretty good about how everything went.
Totally fair. Oh, there was something else I was going to bring up there. Left my head. Oh, just that Modok was in a rough spot because he had a lot of physical attacks there. Yeah. That was just like, he's got 10 stamina, Wild's not counting. That kept him alive a bit longer on its own, but it was, once he got up to be able to do Butcher of Thors, it was just like, oh, Modok's in trouble.
Shout out, I think this Hiradu in the chat is Richard from Kansas City that now lives in California. I saw your comment. Is Richard still loves you?
Oop, I'm clicking on things.
Shout out, Richard.
We had a lot of support from home for both of you guys. Which, it was pretty cool. A lot of people were saying they're proud
shout
of you.
out to all my guys back in Kansas City. Josh has been messaging us on Discord like a madman watching our games. And he's just been following the Longshanks data.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you playing some more tonight? You going to get dinner? What's your plans here?
Well, we're done tonight, right? It's just 3 rounds today?
Yeah, I'm not sure, like there's other little events and things going on or pickup games or anything. Or are you going to get a buffet or something?
I've been doing the save money strategy of eating sandwiches in my room. It's been going great.
That's a great move.
We'll probably go hang out somewhere tonight. And then my plan currently is I'm going to drop out of the Invitational and play in the team tournament tomorrow.
Oh,
as long as 2 of my other friends are also dropping to play in the team tournament. We're going to do a 3-man team tournament. Okay. But if not, I'll keep playing.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I see Richard responded. It was Richard. And there's Connor. Hi, Connor.
Hi, back
You guys need a life if you're freaking watching Twitch games on 5:30 on a Saturday.
Right. And that's depending on where you are watching from. Time all over the place.
Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Hopefully you enjoyed my loss. It was a good time.
It was a good game. Yeah. So well done. Sorry it didn't quite work out, but
that's fine.
As long as you have a good time, right?
Yep. All right, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
You too. Thanks for stopping in. All right, I'm going to see if we can get Jeremy to pop in one more time. We talked with him a bit. I think it was yesterday. We'll see his thoughts on that game. And then we'll be wrapping up soon tonight. We'll be back tomorrow to dice roll again at 10 a.m. We'll be here a little before that, of course, to get started. Here we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jeremy.
Hi.
Hey, how you feeling?
I can't believe I just won 3 games. I'm happy. I honestly, I can't believe I won that one. I thought my Malekith was going to die for sure. I was feeling the pain there and felt a little bad. Letting his Magneto just one activation take out my Malekith.
That was scary.
Yeah, I mean, I messed up and I rolled too many defense dice, right? So we had to re-roll them.
Oh, that was a big swing.
It was. It went from 2 damage to 5 damage. So I mean, it is what it is. I made the mistake, right?
Right.
So went that, and then I was just kind of. I was really holding off on bracing all the throws. I was like, I got 4 dice. I can pay for skulls.
Yeah, I think you used it at the right spot, though.
Yeah, I waited until it was 2 characters affected, right? Because I knew he had Do You Know Who I Am sitting right there. I was like, eh. So luckily that worked, but the entire time I had fallback sitting there, and I didn't think about it. So if I would have used it, I would have gotten the Malekith activation that round.
Okay. I still think the way you used it was a good spot because it saved Angela from taking a hit from that Doomsday chair.
That's what we call a happy accident.
I call that accidental tactics.
Yeah, we're going to say I planned it, but I didn't. I just got lucky with that one. And then I got lucky on Malekith living on 1. And then I was just able to write out the VPs. So that's all it was.
It was a good mix of defense and offense in that game where he was down to 2 characters, heavy hitters, but they just didn't quite get the work done after Magneto had that one amazing turn, and then not much after that. That's like the whole goal when you're playing against Magneto, right? Is to try to limit what he's able to do to you because he's slow. He doesn't like to be moved around. He doesn't like to have to move around. So you're always keeping that in the back of your head when you're playing. So normally I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go with Malekith and I'm going to activate and I'm going to ferocity into Magneto and throw him away, right? But that just didn't end up being the game plan this time. I had to just kind of deal with where Magneto was and kind of maneuver my characters around him. That was why Gamora was staying on the outskirts, and then I pulled Angela out onto the outskirts with the Angelic Assassin. Yeah, that was first we were kind of like, wait, what? And then it kind of fell into place, understood. Question Chaz asking, just kind of to get in your head a little bit, they're asking, why did you take Angela and not the deadly duo of Rocket and Groot for the same cost?
Well, because I expected at least Juggernaut. I didn't really expect Modok.
Okay.
So, I mean, it worked out in that regard.
Yeah.
But I generally don't like taking Rocket and Groot against Magneto Brotherhood if I expect to be playing Magneto. For the same reason I don't like to take them against Storm X-Men. Shooting into cover with 5 dice builders, it just lowers the quality of those attacks so much. Usually Deadly Duo doesn't do nearly what it should be able to do.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Rocket and Groot are great on demons, because Rocket sitting on the portal getting incinerated, not being able to be attacked, is great, just not into those teams with heavy cover. I'll take him if I have to, but I heavily prefer Angela.
All right. That's a nice analysis there of your thinking.
On top of that, whenever I'm taking Malekith, I'm probably taking Angela from the advanced R&D since she starts with 2 power.
Oh, yeah. Just giving that 1 more to Malekith makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And then, actually, it was the first time I put those 4 on the table together. So I was sitting there thinking about it, and I had advanced R&D, that was the game plan, and I sat there and I was looking at who to activate second, and I was like, well, I'm going to go with Gamora. And then I was like, wait a second. If I just advanced R&D both of her power, Gamora can move, throw herself, and be able to attack round 1, which is something she normally can't do.
Yeah.
So I was like, does that work? That works. So I did it. The dice didn't really go my way to make it a great play, but it was kind of cool to figure out right there.
I think it was a great play in that with the attempt, with dice thrown into the mix, you never know what's going to happen. But seeing her Assassin's Leap turn 1 was like, oh, Okay, wow. That's cool because I love self throws. It's one of my favorite things in the game. Where it's just
Gamora's my favorite character to put on the table.
Really?
Her and Angela, honestly. Gamora's just a beast. She can do so much damage. She didn't do a ton this game. Her dice were kind of cold. But she's just a ton of fun to play with, just because of the throw. The fact that she has the dice modification on the wilds is fun.
Yeah.
And then when you can do her spender and chain it in between people, she can just do absurd amounts of damage.
For real. And ever since she got that rework where she got that stamina boost and stealth, really helped her to not be so much of a glass cannon, where she can go toe-to-toe a bit more, which I think really improved her stock significantly.
I will say, because she is still kind of a glass cannon if you just throw her into the fray and let her sit there, right? Feed her to the team. But I was fairly confident that if I did that, at least he's then not killing my Malekith.
Fair.
And my Malekith goes, right? Like, I've got 3 heavy hitters right there.
You had a lot of scary attack dice there between those 3, and even Star-Lord is no slouch.
Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with everyone. I gotta say, these were probably the best martial prowess dice I've had on Gamora.
For real?
In my entire life. She did 4 damage to Juggernaut with martial prowess.
On his turns? Like, wait, what?
That'll never happen again.
Probably not. We saw it the first game today. We saw Rocket take almost all of his damage on his activations from Black Widow.
Okay, yeah.
For hitting her. And then a got your back from Howling Commandos.
Oh.
I think there was 1 damage done as part of a beam into Rocket. The rest was all counterattacks on his turn. So interesting to see that happen to Juggernaut as well. Luckily, he's got a bunch more stamina to back it up.
Yeah, for sure. I hear chat. My dad was in here at some point.
Yeah, I think he was saying, as soon as you sat down, he was saying where to go.
So I got to let you all know that was not my father. That's my daddy.
Okay.
As Yondu would say. No, really, that's not my dad. That's my buddy who actually got me into tabletop gaming.
He's a liar, because we were like, wait, are you really his dad? And he's like, oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Knew it. Well, thanks for being here anyway, Haunt.Ghost. We still appreciate it. I'm sure Jeremy still appreciates the support. And it worked.
Yep.
Played a good, strong game. Had a nice win there. Who are you going up against then?
I don't know if the other match is finished up yet.
We're going to refresh Longshanks here and see if we got any more games finishing.
I know it was either going to be Vincent or someone else.
It is Vincent. You're going up against Kirkov next.
All right. Well, I've played him before online, and I'm scared. So,
you know what? That's pretty much what everybody said about all their matchups today, because everybody in here is real good.
Yeah, Vince is a really good player. So,
but we saw Vince yesterday in the first game. He's playing Shield, right?
Yes.
Very cool. Let's see, any other ones we got? Oh, Ben was toppled by Captain BDMA in his bout, so he's done. Wreath beat Parker. Andrew Oschwager beat John. And Nathan beat Arthur. We knew that one. Simon's continuing his reign of terror by taking down Carl, also known as Venport. And Aaron and Anthony and Chewie are still going. They're not quite done yet. I think that's the last game, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah.
Whoa, we scrolled too far. It's the last game to decide what's going on next. So in the semifinals, we'll have Jeremy here against Vincent Kirkov. We'll have Captain BDMA against Wreath. Then we'll have Andrew versus Nathan. And then Simon versus either Aaron Franklin or Chewie. Whoever ends up winning that one. Last I saw, it was pretty close, but we weren't quite sure who had what points. Couldn't tell by the tokens on their score tracker. Do we have the chat here something? I'm talking about a different game there, but yeah, great game there, Jeremy. Best of luck in the semifinals.
Cool. Thank you, man.
And we'll see you some more tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, shout out Power 9 Games one more time here in Vegas.